Welcome back, everybody. Here's a problem that doesn't really affect anyone. You see that right there? That is from that. And I love that tree, but this is the amount of whatever these needly things are that I clean out of right there, like daily. That's the amount of material that tree drops in a day. So this is one of the first obstacle sections that I built. And as such, it doesn't get used very much because, as I've mentioned in other videos, I feel like I've gotten better at doing this. So this one right here is in a prime location because I don't have to walk very far to use it, and it's in the shade, and it's right by the water. And the water calms me. So I've already started moving a couple things around. I have all the plants and quote-unquote decorations pulled out. So we just have this section here where, like, I didn't, the length that the bridge had to span, the bridge hung too low, so this had to get moved higher, so that arc is there. And then these bricks, everything gets caught when it comes off the bridge, so I thought this is a good opportunity to fix this. So we've got some of the scrap that I've gathered up over the past hour or so. We've got 600 pounds of tan type S mortar mix. And we also have what I hope are all the implements required to make something new out of something that already is. So the Jage is here. We've got a old time-lapsey over there plugged into the power so it doesn't go dead in 30 minutes. I'm kind of hoping to start up here at the top and move my way down. I would love to be able to take the pagoda out, but you can kind of see right there by the little foot. Yeah, he's not moving. That thing is concreted into place. So let's get into some time-lapsey and see if we can't, and by we, I mean me and my poor aching spinal column, can't turn this into something a little better than what it is now. That fountain isn't too loud. I just wanted to pop in here to say, get some thoughts. If you want to follow along with the soundtrack that is usually playing in my head, we're playing some Banks today. Some Lord, keeps you going. This is a really very zen thing. And I do have to shout out to any masons out there. Getting mortar mixed to the right consistency. Oh my God. Like, time-lapse won't translate it, but good grief. I am floundering when it comes to that. But this is what I wanted to do. But you have to get the mix just right. Like, if it's the tiniest bit too thick, it's basically unworkable. And if it's too thin, you get it to stand. See, I already think it's drying out a little because I can't move. I'm mixing too much. I can't move at the speed of the amount of stuff that I've mixed. Yeah, it's definitely getting too dry along the bottom. So there's a real butter zone to this. I'm a mix of bags of concrete guy, and then you just flap them out and you're done. But this is tough. I think it's gonna look really good once I get this kind of sandstoned out here, get some ledges up and stuff. But I don't know if this is a one-day thing here at this point. I mean, we'll see. We'll keep that camera running as long as the memory card will hold out, and see what I can get done. I don't know when the correct time to attack your type S mortar with a corn broom. I don't know when that time is, or if there even is such a thing. Like, am I not supposed to fudge with this until like X amount of time has passed? I don't know. I am not a mason. I think I've used mortar mix once before in my life, so I am, as with most things, making this up as I go along. And I gotta say, I mean, aside from the nearly outlandish difficulty of getting the consistency just right, yeah, this for me is up there with raking or wrenching on rigs. This is genuinely relaxing, and I love any task that gives you a result. Like, this is a thing. Because it's such a let's call it a consistent surface. I can't really judge whether or not, like, will this just be like straight up? This looks like it'll be relatively difficult to traverse. I don't know if I made that too much easier. Yeah, I mean, there are questions abound. But, I mean, I think it's definitely better. And I'm most of the way through 2 bags. So, this is not a bad result for barely 2 out of 6 bags in. This stuff touts on the bag enhanced, like, extended drying time, but ooh, doggy, it really, like, right there, that's firm already. Like, where I've really tufted it in. I mean, nothing is gonna touch this for, I was gonna say 24 hours, but probably 36 hours. I will continue to mix up bags and just kind of work my way over. I want to get all the way onto the other side. I want to cover up this whole end. I want to build it up with some of that scrap. But let's not turn this track meet into a marathon. I mean, this is certainly of limited interest to many, but it is worthwhile to point out that if you have a pile of just random debris and about $40 worth of materials, you can make this. And as I have pointed out and others have pointed out to me, the waterfall section, which is over to my north, now kind of being called the saddle because it looks like a saddle, that would be big enough. I mean, for a normal person, that would be plenty. For a normal person, what I'm assembling here would probably be plenty, but, you know, no one's ever accused me of being normal. So I'm gonna keep at this, but I don't want this to be a 45-minute time-lapse video of a guy mixing mud and slapping it on. I think what I'm achieving is what I was setting out to achieve. So good on me there. I've developed an appreciation for mortar mix. It takes so little water. One little splash of water for a whole 5-gallon bucket worth. And I'm getting the hang of it. This is like welding. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll never actually know if I'm doing it right. But feels right. It's fun. This is definitely a pastime for me. I'm not qualified. I mean, don't ask me to come and build a brick wall at your house, because it will probably be about this even and be knocked over by wind. So there's just a little insight into how another obstacle gets built into yet another obstacle, and then I'll probably add more stuff, and like I feel like it needs something there, and we just kind of flow organically. Once again, I don't write anything down. So that's this one. This is Ancient Kingdom getting a revamp. I will end up using all 6 bags because I'm not putting them under a tarp. So thanks for watching this one. I think I'll do a semi, it'll be a part 2 where I will drive on it and we'll see if it's any good, you know, or did I just make something that like looks okay but doesn't work good. Anyway, you know what? Just like we learned this together, we'll find that out together too. So thanks for watching. Tune in for the next one. Subscribe if you haven't. All that, yada yada. Thanks, everybody.